What's up guys, it's RadicalXM592, finally back with another video. Today I will be doing a review for Sonic 3, and yes, this is going to be a lot better than the movie 2 review one.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was the best movie ever.
Yeah, it was such a good movie, dude. And after all the trailers you've all seen, it is such a good movie. Wow, I'm just blown away by this movie. Yeah, so that's basically all I've got to cover. Okay, so I'll do this in two parts. The first part will be non-spoiler for people who haven't watched it, and the second part will be spoiler. Let's start with the no spoilers. So, the opening to the movie is very good. It's what you'd expect it to be. The OST is so good. It's definitely a lot more accurate to the games. And the credits and the post-credits. But the post-credits were crazy. The final act of the film goes so hard. I cried. I'm being so for real. And it's just... And it has a lot more references to the games than the first two movies. They decided to lock in on the script. It's so fire. That one was pretty short, but now the spoiler review is gonna be crazy. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Metal Sonic, Amy, Super Shadow, Super Sonic, Adventure Pose, Pix on the Moon. It's so peak! Bro, they did the Adventure Pose with Super Sonic and Super Shadow destroying badniks in space. They were playing a Junkie XL remix of Live and Learn. And this is another part that I cried at. It's just so peak. That's what I meant by there's so many game references as well. And to the fact that in the final act, Shadow took off his inhibitor rings and still managed to live after the Ark imploded is crazy. Bro, Agent Stone is gonna go crazy in the third movie. Especially in an Instagram post they did recently, they called him Dr. Stone, which I think might be a teaser for the fourth movie. And in the opening scene, when Rockwell takes them on the helicopter before they jump out, dude, Sonic says, "No food or movies." He does the quote.
Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies? We're out of here.
He said it. It's so peak cinema. But they played some 1OK Rock. They didn't play Vandalize, but it was a random other song I have never heard in my entire life. But yeah, I don't really have any other issues with the movie, other than the fact that the London scene was a little bit too long for my standards, especially in like the low gravity room. Like that did not need to take up like a solid 20 minutes of the movie. And bro, the Supersonic arc, when he steals the emerald from Wade and he goes super to go and like he nearly killed Shadow in his super form. But Shadow, like mind you can't touch Supersonic when he's in super form, but Shadow managed to stop Bro when he was going like 200 miles an hour and punch the emeralds out of him. And then they charged at it. They both went super. They fought all around the world. They talked on the moon about like what Maria would have wanted and stuff. And then Shadow decides to like change his ways, and then he's like, "I'm going to save the Earth from this beam." And then Sonic's like, "One thing I learned is when you really mess things up, you can't fix it on your own." And then they like do the most godly dap and Live and Learn place. Like and they go super and then then Gerald dies because well, Eggman poked him in the eye with a freaking supersonic quill. But yeah. And then Shadow and Eggman sacrifice. Like, Eggman tries to slow down the implosion of the reactor, and Super Shadow is slowly pushing it away. It squeezes down, like, into tiny, and then it just goes boom! And then Agent Stone goes into a depression arc, and then we don't see him again. And then Team Sonic does, like, a race rematch at the end, and then the credits roll. Wait, Jelly Roll, what are you doing? No! But except in the credits, the adventure poses in default forms. But yeah, the post-credits, it was Amy and Metal Sonic. I went... Like, bro, Sonic races to New York because he ran so far. Metal Sonic, like, shoots, like, this big, like, thing. And then Sonic, like, punches him. And then, like, a bunch of other Metal Sonics surround Sonic. They all jump at him. And bam, Pico Hammer. And then, like, we see, like, a shot in the sky. The moon is still on. It's in half. And then Amy, like, does this, like, Spider-Man pose. And then she takes off her hood. Bam, it's Amy. And then second post-credits. I watched this one with the creepy headphones. Like, we see, like, a little, like, hole in the ground with Shadow's inhibitor rings. We see Shadow's shoes, and then Shadow picks it up, and, like, a little live and learn riff plays. What the peak fiction? But, yeah. I saw the creepy headphones outside the cinema. After the Amy post-credits, I was just crying, and then I walked up to them, I met them, I said my highs, and we took some pictures outside of the cinema, which was fire. I got a TCH pin as well. But yeah, Sonic 3 is absolute cinema. It sucks that it's gonna be a 2.5 year wait for the third movie. It's not 2 years this time, it's 2.5. Spring 2027. Holy hell. It's peak cinema. Go watch it if you can. Okay, well, that brings me to an end of my review. I might or might not post an experience video, but most of the time my face will be blurred out, so there's really no point. But, yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys soon, and if this is my last video for the year, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye, guys.